Hello. Oh, I gotta put my headphones away. Unmute. Okay, there we go. Hey, God and Son. Hey, Knowledge is Defense. Hold on. You know, the place is a mess. Why agree? My little hair. One of the things that I really love about wearing black and white is that whenever I wear black and white, I match my dogs. Why agree? My little ham dragon. Sorry to come out swinging, but I have a criticism. Uh-oh. Yeah-oh. Okay. Ah. Oof. It's okay, Shiken. It is. All right. Hold on. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get myself situated because, as per usual, I am always. Hey, everyone. How's everyone doing? Now,
today was Antony Blinken's last press briefing,
whoa.
and the polls over in the State Department are so
Okay, sorry guys. Yeah, I had it muted because I had to download something and it was making noise. Okay. So how is everybody? First of all, somebody just came in right out the gate with a super chat, and I love you. And I love you and I appreciate you. That's you, Fuwa-chan. Thank you so much for the super chat for coming in, because it is your support that makes this so that I can even do this streaming on YouTube. And everybody who becomes members, like Fuwa-chan is a member here on YouTube, or gives a super chat, makes it so that I get to do this and can continue to do these streams. So thank you so much. I love you. I also love your profile picture, your avatar. It's super cute. And yeah, excited to be here with you guys. Excited for this stream. I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did it on Thursday because I looked at the polling that we did in the area of the community tab of my channel, and saw that you guys voted for Thursday and Sunday. I'm pretty sure that was the final one. So that's what we're going to do. Now, the only thing is that now I'm like, what time should we do? I did 5:30 today. It's always going to be Eastern time, Avi. But I'm like, what time would be a good time? Is it better to do it in this like 5:30 to 7, because they're about 2-hour streams time frame, or should I do it later, like around like 9 or 10 p.m. Eastern time, or should I do it much earlier, like around 1 or 2 Eastern time? And would you guys rather have it the same day, like the same time on both days, like both Thursday and Sunday be the same time? Or would you rather have it at night on Thursday, we do it in the evening or at night, but then on Sunday, because it's Sunday, we do it in the afternoon, like around 2 or 3? I don't know. Let me know. I should put a poll. Oh, I need to sit. I should put a poll together to figure out what days would probably be like preferable for you guys. Uh-huh. You guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get myself situated. First of all, my husband broke our heater, okay? He always says like, "Oh, I didn't break it," but like they just magically break, like things that we need just magically break. Okay. Why? Why you gray? My little ham shaking. But it's freezing in my apartment. Anyway, let's get to some of these super chats really quick. Hello, 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 hello. You guys can hear me now, though, right? I unmuted myself. Hey, everybody. Hey, theater. Wait, did I miss the criticism? Somebody said they had a criticism. Hey! Why is he biting? He's biting. No! Oh my God. Don't bite, shaken. Knowledge. Oh, here it is. I found it. I think that you should be more critical of China. I was disappointed to see in your comments supporting them despite being the Israelis' #1 trade partner by a long shot. And then he wrote also, plus a lot of people have been denying the Uyghur genocide despite it being called out by the same human rights organizations that are pro-Palestine. Yeah, okay, so I feel like a lot of people are misinterpreting what I was talking about when defending China. When I did those videos and stuff, I first of all was talking about China, the people and the culture. I'm not caping for their government. First of all, I don't know enough about the Uyghur genocide to really like speak on it with any type of authority because I have read many conflicting things about it. So it would be unwise for me to make definitive comments over something that I've read many conflicting reports about and I don't know for sure. But also, that wasn't the point. When I brought up the Uyghur genocide the other day, I wasn't bringing it up because I was either defending it or condemning it or whatever. What I was saying was, we don't have any credibility to be talking about genocide in this country, okay? None. Zero. Zilch. Negative. We have no credibility to be condemning anybody else for genocide in this insanely corrupt country of ours that is literally the kings, the OGs of genocide. We love genocide. We're doing it all over the world. So, like, that's what I'm saying. We don't have the credibility to be talking about this. Ain't nobody want to hear us talk about whether it's the Uyghur genocide or, as I mentioned in my other video recently, about the genocide in Sudan. No one wants to hear it from us. So that's really what I was talking about. Also, I'm praising the people of China and their innovation and the fact that there is nothing wrong with pointing out that they got a lot of cool shit there that we don't have here. Facts are the facts are the facts, Jack. And they've got a lot of cool shit there and a better standard of living in many ways than we do. And what I was also pointing out is that the people of China are amazing people. There are incredible people in China. And our country is constantly trying to get us to be afraid of them because they want to go to war. Did you not see? I was trying to find the live stream of it. But I couldn't find it. If one of you have it, please link it in chat. The live stream yesterday of the debate over the bill that would extend the TikTok ban, or extend TikTok from the ban. And Tom Cotton went on the Senate floor and gave like 5 minutes of deranged remarks about China, talking about China is our enemy. They're our biggest enemy. You know, we got to protect ourselves from the scary Chinese. They're literally trying to set it up to get it so that we'll go to war with China. They want to go to war with China. They want us to be afraid of China. So that's also what I was pushing back against. You're never going to catch me like caping for anyone's government. But like there is a difference between defending the Chinese government and pointing out that there are really great things about China and there are really great things about China's standard of living and their people and their innovation and their creativity and their cuisine and their culture. That is not the same thing. Yes, of course. I'm going to need you to stop. I'm really going to need you to stop, Shagan. Okay, my dog, I don't know why my dog, no. Yeah, he's so cute though that it's like I can't be upset with him. It's like, why are we always expecting perfection from other countries, but then we're always making excuses for our own country? It's like, I'm just saying, I'm not like, I don't know. I just think it's annoying. I think it's annoying. Hey, because everybody's like, I got, and also it wasn't just you, Knowledge of the Defense. I got a lot of backlash on that video from people. I got a lot of backlash on it. People were mad. I even got attacked from the actual white supremacist Nazi, Richard Spencer, the guy that stuck like, what did he stick up his ass? He stuck something up his ass to like prove he wasn't gay. A really twisted person, actual neo-Nazi, actual white supremacist, wrote like a long diatribe attacking me yesterday for that China post. He was crying over it. And the thing is about it, once again, stop. I don't want you to rip my shirt. Like, he's trying to rip my shirt, and I don't know why he's doing this. Okay, you're gonna have to sit, or I'm gonna have to put you with daddy. Anyway, yeah, so they were freaking out and upset about what I was saying about China. And the point is that once again, I am not caping for China's government any more than I'm going to cape for anyone's government. I'm not going to cape for the UK's government. I'm not going to cape for the government of Qatar. I'm not going to cape for the US government. All I was saying, which I don't know why everybody was getting so mad about, which I think, I'm not saying the person that wrote this, Knowledge of the Defense, I'm not saying that you're saying this, but I'm saying a lot of people are just racist and xenophobic toward Chinese people and Chinese culture. Because some people, especially like Richard Spencer, that the white supremacist who was attacking me, he was so mad that I was like criticizing the US government and the Israeli regime. Like, he was like, actually, we should like be able to separate Jerusalem from some, I'll have to show you guys the insane tweet that he wrote. It was really embarrassing and pathetic. But yeah, it was a lot of people being mad that I was acknowledging that there are a lot of really cool things about China, and that the government, our government, has a vested interest in getting us to hate them. Not just getting us to hate them. They've got a vested interest in us being afraid of them. They want us to be afraid of China. It is Red Scare, fucking McCarthyism, fucking, I say the same thing about Russia. I don't cape for Putin. I don't pretend. I'm not like, Putin's so based. I love him. I want to marry him. At the very same time, I also understand that Russia has problems, while I also understand that our government works overtime to try to get us to be so afraid of Russia, to fearmonger about Russia, to start shit with Russia, to want us hate the Russians. It's like, yes, I'm not defending the government by saying, no, we should have diplomacy with these people. I have no fucking interest in anything that our government says to fearmonger about China. I have no interest in what our government says to fearmonger about Russia. And I don't want to go to war with either of them. I hope that clears it up. Maybe it won't. I'm sure I'll get asked about it again because, like I said, I got a lot of backlash on that video, but I hope that clears it up for some people. And I'm sorry, I really got triggered by the fact that they have amazing transportation in China and ours is a joke. Ours is an actual joke. Have any of you ever been to Port Authority? It's a fucking dump. It's a crime scene at Port Authority. How come we don't have high-speed rail? Okay? At least from Boston to New York. It's only about a 6-hour trip with traffic. 4 if there's not. Why don't we have high-speed rail? Okay? Ridiculous. Yay, Donald. 3 glorious months. Thank you so much. Donald has been a member for 3 months. Yay. Wonderful. Thank you, Donald. I'm so glad to have you in the community. I tell you guys often, you guys are You guys are the best. I love my YouTube community. Exactly, theater. And this is what I can't abide. The fact that we're always like, China, China, Russia, Russia. But it's like, how about you clean your own fucking house? Okay, this place is a dump. Okay, we have all these fucking problems. The standard of living sucks. None of us can afford shit. And they want us to be afraid of China. How about you clean up your own fucking house? This is the reason why I really want to go through that Tom Cotton thing, okay? This is the reason I really want to talk about that Tom Cotton speech because it was so deranged. This loser, this traitor to America, Tom Cotton, had so much smoke for China during this argument that they were debating this bill on the floor, and he blocked it because he's like, TikTok is a Chinese Communist Party app with his pencil neck and a giraffe neck. And then he's like, so we got to be really worried about them. Bitch, you're literally owned by the Israeli regime. AIPAC owns your ass. AIPAC literally owns your ass. So why are you talking about other countries meddling in our politics? Why are you, Tom Cotton, talking about that? Like, it's just infuriating. It's infuriating. And they want to sit there while they make our standard of living so difficult, okay? And, sorry guys, bye. I keep doing this. I'm having really bad allergies. Yeah, housing in California. Like, we have a standard of living that is so, like, shitty. Also, it's never going to not enrage me. And this is the reason why a lot of us did go to Xiaohongshu, the Chinese app. It was to make a statement, okay? Like, I saw some Americans being really embarrassing and getting upset that, like, they can't show cleavage or, like, suggestive photos or that, like, they don't have free speech on that app. And that made me laugh because I was like, bro, like, who said that? Who said that? First of all, you shouldn't be mad that the Chinese who don't have a First Amendment have certain rules on their apps. What you should be mad at is that they're censoring us because we live in America, the free country that has freedom of speech and freedom of press and freedom of religion. So you should be mad at our country for suppressing us, not China for not letting us do certain things on their app. We should be mad at our country for suppressing us. That's number one. Number two, the whole point of going on there was to make a statement because they are banning TikTok. They are taking away an app under the bullshit lie, and all of us know it's a lie, that the Chinese Communist Party is stealing our data. It is a lie. So many of us decided that we are going to make a statement by going over to Xiaohongshu or Little Red Book. We are going to make a statement by doing that because it's ridiculous. LA is on fire right now. And they're about to shut it down when there are people in LA who have lost everything. And they make a little bit of money off TikTok, and they're going to take that away from them. They're taking the income away from tens of millions of Americans, including me. I am one of the people that doesn't make like a shit ton of money. Like, I don't make like big influencer money, but I do make supplemental income from TikTok, and they're going to take that away. They're going to shut that down. They're going to make it so that tens of millions, you think it's just me? Tens of millions of Americans who make supplemental income or run their small businesses through TikTok, and they're going to take that away. Our standard of living is already so low, and yet they're fixing to take away the little income that we have off of TikTok. Just the little income that we get from TikTok, they're going to take that away when our standard of living already sucks. When our standard of living already keeps getting worse and worse. Our standard of living keeps getting worse and worse, and they want to take away the small amount of supplemental income that the American people have. Tom Cotton wants to get online. Tom Cotton wants to get online, wants to come out on the Senate floor and be like, actually, the American people should be able to suffer loss of even more income because China and the Chinese Communist Party is making us unsafe. Fuck out of here. true, but China should also have freedom of speech. Yeah, but that's like, first of all, we should have freedom of speech. Like, this is what I don't understand. People getting distracted and caught up on China's lack of free speech when ours is under assault. I need you to focus. Ours is under assault. AIPAC, the ADL, the Israeli regime, our own government, corporations, our own free speech is under assault. Why don't we focus on that? Yeah, and then you find out Biden wants to give them $750 checks. It's like ridiculous. Yeah. They're not going to delay the TikTok ban. They're not. Again, it was Tom Cotton and his neck that got up on the Senate floor and got it to be delayed, blocked it, or I'm sorry, not got it to be delayed, blocked it from being delayed. So that's not going to happen. I think what this was is this was a game of chicken in which the US government thought that an American was going to buy it. And that's what they want. They want control of the app. The American government wants control of the app. And they thought that someone was going to buy it, and no one did. And I think that they also thought that TikTok was going to bend over, and TikTok was like, nah, we'll go dark. We'll turn it off. Did you ever getting around to watching the Rules for Rulers? Not yet. I haven't. It is on my list, though, because you guys brought it up last time, and I definitely want to watch it. Yeah, it's like the same way I feel when people, okay, so when I got on, you guys know I'm non-binary, right? Okay, I'm genderqueer, and I'm all about LGBTQ rights, trans rights, all that. When I went on the Xiaohongshu app, I noticed that there was no option for me to pick non-binary as my gender when I signed up. It was either male or female, okay? And I didn't get mad at that because how about we, once again, how about we focus on our own fucking country's problems? Like, it is, to me, it is peak American narcissism that people get on the app and are now complaining that there isn't enough freedom of expression on this app of a culture that is not our culture. We are guests in their home. We are guests on this app. And we're going in there and we're demanding that they change the app to English, that they make it more comfortable for us, that they make it more LGBTQ friendly. Would I like those things? Of course I would. Of course I want it to be more LGBTQ friendly. I want everyone to have free speech laws. I wish everyone had free speech laws. I want everyone to be free to express their sexuality. You guys haven't even seen what a hoe I actually am, because most of you only know me from like doing live streams or political content. If you've ever looked at anything related to mine, like other Instagram or like things like that, like, or my music, like I'm hoeing out all the time. You think I wouldn't love to like put that on there? But I understand that, I understand that it is a totally different culture, A. B, as much as I would love for all those things to be the case in every country, that's not my problem. Just like it's not their problem. Stop. Okay. I'm literally, you got one more chance. You got one more chance. No. It is not my problem. And it is not my job or my place to tell them how to run their country. Okay? To me, that's the American chauvinism. That's the American entitlement of being like, yeah, I get to go there and start telling them, you should be running your app like this and you should be making it more comfortable for me. Once again, would I like that? Yeah, I'd love that. But that's not their job to appease me and make me comfortable as an American, just like it is not anyone else's job to tell us how to run our country. I'm literally losing my mind. I do not know why my dog is acting like this. No. I feel bad because I don't want to like kick him out, but no. I'm just going to keep saying no. This is the way I feel about it. Like I said, I would love if there was freedom around the world, freedom of expression, freedom of speech, freedom to express yourself and how you want to dress and your gender identity and all of those things. But once again, first of all, it is not our job or our place as Americans to tell other countries how to run. I say the same thing when the Israelis will be like, oh yeah, try being queer in Gaza. Oh yeah, in an Islamic country. That's not my problem. And also, again, once again, just like it's not their problem to try to change their culture because of America. And then, again, I also say we need to clean our own house before we start lecturing other countries on human rights or freedom of speech or democracy or anything else. So yes, I will go on Xiaohongshu and I will have a great time and I will appreciate the beautiful Chinese culture, and I'm not going to try to shove my American values down their throat. Oh yeah, that's another thing. This is a side note unrelated to anything that I was talking about, but it really annoyed me that in Biden's farewell speech, he talked about oligarchy for the first time because why haven't you been talking about this the whole time? Last night was the first time he mentioned oligarchy in America. Why haven't you been talking about this whole time? Why? Because we've had it for a while. This is not new. The oligarchy that is taking over America, that has already taken over America, is not new. So why are you just talking about it now? That was annoying. Yida, I am your Chinese fan from Redna. Why I'm here? Because our government does not restrict our access to YouTube if we use a VPN. Oh, that's so cool. Yida, thank you so much for joining. Thank you. I really appreciate that. It's so cool to have somebody from China joining, like through YouTube, whether VPN or not, from Redno. And I have had, thank you so much again for being here. I love you. I have had a great experience on Red Note, okay? The Chinese people are amazing. And I knew that a little bit because actually one of the first people I met when I moved to Boston, or actually even before I moved to Boston, was a really amazing girl named Haley, who was a documentary filmmaker. This was like almost 20 years ago, who was from China. And she was married to an American, so that's why she was living in Boston. But I remember she would tell me about China and how like, it's like she cooked some of the most amazing food. She took me to a Chinese market in Quincy, which is a little bit outside of Boston, and bought like the most amazing spicy sauce ever. This like really spicy chili oil. And she made these really amazing Chinese soups. And she told me she had a tattoo on the side of her hip that was a barcode that said made in China. So cute. I love it. I love it. Citizens United turned America into a hybrid regime. It's an endless source of frustration to me that no one in America is angry. Yes, I agree with that, Michael. I really do. I agree with that a lot. It is. I feel like it is really maddening that more people aren't enraged by that because it is at the root of so much of our problems. Like, not every problem, obviously, like things are nuanced, but like Citizens United was a disaster, a disaster of epic proportions that not anyone, nearly enough people talk about or care to address. Like, we always want to do band-aids on things in this country. Oh, let's niche issues or hyper focus on the symptom of something. It'll be like, oh, like, we need to focus on this symptom over here and this symptom over here and this symptom over here. And we're always playing whack-a-mole with the corruption in our country, when at the root of so much of that is the fact that we allowed our government to be bought. We allowed it to be bought. We basically, for those of you who don't know, this could be very, very long. It could be really long, but Citizens United all but opened the door to allow legalized bribery, to make corruption completely legal, to gut any kind of campaign finance laws we have, and to give personhood to corporations and allow endless spending in our elections, giving billionaires who can hide themselves behind dark money groups and super PACs unlimited influence in our election, so that it was no longer one person, one vote. It was no longer you're an American and you get a vote. It's whoever has the most money, whoever's the highest bidder. You could just buy elections now. You can just buy elections now, straight up. And you know what happened? That's exactly what happened. Billionaires buy elections. What do you think Elon Musk just did? Yeah. So, okay. Whoever wrote that speech for Biden was just trying to tell us things that we want to hear, but no, exactly. It's all, look at all the things I'm very concerned about and I care about that I want to tell you guys on my way out the door that I didn't bother doing while I was in office. I never joined TikTok, but it's not about TikTok. It's about stomping on, exactly. It's about stomping on our constitutional rights to free speech. Yes, correct. I was actually very late to TikTok, which is really funny because that's where all my first viral videos came from, was TikTok, and how I kind of like got more known. But I didn't join until 2023. 2023 is when like I actually like started my account. And yeah, I didn't, and don't get me wrong, I'm not acting like TikTok is like perfect. Like TikTok has a lot of problems. You guys know, I feel like some of you know who've been here for a while, I complain about TikTok a lot. Like TikTok be pissing me off a lot. But TikTok is like a relationship, like with your boyfriend or with my husband or whatever, with an ex, you know, because my actual like husband now is really great and stable. But like TikTok is like, I've got this love-hate relationship. Like they piss me off and I want to break up with them all the time, but then they're also like, I love them, you know? So, but TikTok has a lot of problems. I would never say that they're perfect. But at the same time, TikTok is one of the few platforms that people can that creators can actually make money on from the platform. Like from the actual platform. They do pay you for your content. You can actually make money from it. As opposed to clown shoes Meta that are so fucking cheap that you can work and make content for them that goes viral, and they don't give you a dime because they fucking suck, because they're cheapskates. And that's why they wanted to ban TikTok. And that's why Mark Zuckerberg lobbied to have TikTok banned, because his cheapskate ass didn't want to have any competition, because he knows that not only is TikTok one of the apps that actually pays you for your work, pays you for your content, but also they have a way better algorithm. Like the algorithm is so superior on TikTok than it was on Meta. And that's also why. But there is no shadow government, right? Yeah, but you know what the funny thing is too? Is that like, is it really even in the shadows? Like the really, really rich people are in the shadows. Like the really, really rich people, like the 0.5%, they're in the shadows. But like, honestly, a lot of the insane corruption that we deal with in this country is like out in the open. That's kind of why I'll get, like, it drives me crazy. So many people who will be like really hyper focused on conspiracy theories when I'm like, hey, over here, why don't you look at what is happening in front of our faces? The incredible amount of corruption in this country is right in our faces. It's right there. Citizens United, right there. The effects of Citizens United, Right there. The fact that our insane, corrupt Congress buys and trades stocks, insane. Insane. The fact that they are allowed to buy and trade stocks when they're writing laws that are going to affect the stock prices. You know what we used to call that? Insider trading. We used to call that insider trading. And if you did that, we still have laws against insider trading. If you did that, a regular citizen, your ass would be fucking in jail. If you were doing insider trading as a regular ass citizen, your ass would be in jail. But our lawmakers can do it? Insane. And by the way, all the lawmakers that voted to ban TikTok have stock in Meta. So they have a financial incentive to ban the app, just like everything else they do. Why do they vote against climate change legislation? Because they've got financial incentives in oil companies. Why do they vote against gun regulations? Because they have financial incentives from the gun manufacturers. It's not just that all these people give them money financially, give them money to their campaigns. It's also that these motherfuckers are invested in the stock market, so they make money off of these decisions. They make money off of the fact that TikTok is going to be banned. So you got that? You got that? You're going to be banned and TikTok is going to get shut down, so we can't make a couple $100s a month in supplemental income. But the motherfuckers who voted to ban it are going to make tens of millions of dollars in their stock portfolio from the TikTok ban. Once again, this is the kind of corruption that drives me fucking insane because people aren't mad about it. Like earlier, somebody said in chat, you know, it's maddening that people don't get more mad about Citizens United. Correct. Correct. It is maddening to me that people do not get way more mad about the corruption that is in plain sight in this country. Why are people not furious about the fact that lawmakers are insider trading? Why? Why? Like, especially the right wing. Like, liberals, of course, and even a lot of people on the left are not mad enough about it. But one of the things that particularly drives me crazy about the right wing is that they always want to focus on conspiracy theories and chasing rabbit holes of conspiracy theories rather than addressing what's right in our face. No, what is right in our face. Like, why aren't you all infuriated at the insider trading in our government? Everyone should be infuriated about the insider trading in our government, but no one is. You guys want to focus on rabbit hole conspiracy theories Alex Jones came up with yesterday instead of looking and being outraged by the fact that these motherfuckers are profiting off of insider trading. Hold on, sorry, my dog has to go out. You want to go outside? Sorry, you guys. That was a long, unfortunately. Sorry, I'm cold. I gotta get my blankie. Anyway, sorry, you guys. That was a long pause because my dog was outside forever taking a dump. Oh, woo! Okay. Okay, what did I miss? Hey, O'Day. Hey, everybody. Say hey to everybody. Say hey to O'Day. Hey. No. Nope. Getting out of money in politics seems like one of the things that we can agree on. Stop. No. Blakely is gone quick. Everybody simp for. Hey. No. A literal Nazi in this chat, but okay. Who? Who is? Wait, can somebody tell me who is the person in here? Oh, I see. Oh, hey, Linda. Yeah, I just kicked him out. Do you know Rebecca Bar-Saf? She's spewing Zionist propaganda. Can you do a video on her? No, I don't know who that is. Yeah, I didn't see all the comments. There's a lot of comments, so I didn't see all of them, but I just kicked them out because you guys are saying that they actually like said some like actual like Nazi shit, which obviously is not okay. Like we don't want no, goodbye. I feel like some of those people are Zionist ops. Oh, I should have gotten a tissue. Anyway, I don't remember what we were talking about. Zohan Mamdani. Zohan Mamdani is raising a shit ton of money for his campaign as NYC mayor. Hopefully he defeats Eric Adams. Honestly, I'm not worried about Eric Adams losing. I'm worried about Andrew Cuomo winning. Because Andrew Cuomo has like really high name recognition, and I am not in the mood for this rerun. Andrew Cuomo is so corrupt. He is a huge Zionist. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the mood for Andrew Cuomo to come back. Like, that needs to not happen. Yeah, Eric Adams definitely has to go. Eric Adams is a joke, like for real. Yeah, I don't think Eric Adams would win re-election because mostly everyone hates him. So, yeah, my worry is that he will that Andrew Cuomo's going to come back. I wonder if, let me do a little bit of crowdsourcing here. Would you guys be interested if he'd be willing to come on for me to talk to Zoe? Wait, what is his name again? Where'd he go? Where'd this comment go? Zoran? Is it Zoran? How do you say it? Zoran Mamdani? Would you guys be interested in like me talking to him if he'd be willing to come on? I think it's been proven over and over that New Yorkers shouldn't be able to vote. Cute. Yeah, did you guys see that the Republicans were saying that people shouldn't get, that LA shouldn't get assistance from the wildfires? Sick. Actually sick. Like total pieces of shit. You never see like the left do that. You never see the left being like, yeah, just let Alabama drown. Sorry, guys. I know that that's annoying that I keep doing that. It's just my allergies are just like, they just like. I never heard of him. That's funny. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I don't even know if he would be willing to come on, although he should, because I am a New Yorker and you should be willing to talk to your constituency or future constituency. I know that some people, because of how controversial I am, don't want to associate with me in public. Some lawmakers. Stop. No. I do not know what has gotten into Egghead. Yeah, the problem with the whole God is punishing you with the wildfires is, so what's your excuse when it keeps happening to red states? Like, did we forget that a bunch of red states were also recently devastated by hurricanes, by tornadoes? Like, that just happened. You're controversial because you see, true. And because I criticize powerful people. I always am criticizing our lawmakers and powerful people, and I swear a lot, and so they get butthurt. Yes, I am, Michael. I am familiar with the hybrid regime, and yes, we definitely do. We already have that. We already do. No, what's sick is that LA gave all that money to the cops instead of giving the money to the firefighters. Like, that to me is ridiculous. Like, why? You didn't think the fire department was going to need that money in LA? Get out of here. Controversial, Blake. You know, that's always been me. That's always been me. That's why I would get expelled from school. You guys want to know a little fun fact about me? Okay. I won't, I always try not to talk too much about myself or about my life, and because I don't want to be like, life story, you guys. But when I was a teen, right as I was about to get expelled from school again. Oh, wait, no, I didn't get expelled that time. I got expelled later in the year. Never mind. One of the times I got in trouble, though, for beating up this girl, and I beat her up because she was bullying my sister. When I was walking to the principal's office, and this big scary cop, she was the truancy officer at the school that I went to. And then once they called my dad and we got into the office, she like actually scared the shit out of me because she was so big and scary. Even though she was like this big, blustering, like blonde woman who had like popcorn hair and was very scary. Okay. She was huge. And then she was like, I made a comment because, I was like 15 or something. And they're like, why did you do this? And I was like, I just wanted to slam her into a locker. Like just being an asshole, And the cop went, I want to slam you into a locker. To me. I was like, watch out. It was crazy. Anyway, though, no, I'm damn. Wait, who's back? Oh, that sounds like a typical, yeah. Thank you so much, Linda, for the super chat. Let's do a super chat just to say good night. It's after midnight here, so I need to sleep. Oh, thank you so much, Linda. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming in. I know that we have like a huge time difference. You know I love you. Linda is wonderful, and she always reminds chat to like the stream. Thank you guys, like the stream. And please subscribe if you're not. How are we doing here? Like, how far are we away from 20,000? That's my goal right now. And then obviously we're going to move the goal up once we get there, but what do I 19, we are at 19,000, you guys. We are not that far away from 20,000. So, I'll just keep banning them. Yeah, if there's somebody coming in here that's doing that kind of stuff, like if you guys just flag it to me and I'll ban them. Yeah, we're not that far away from 20,000, which I am very, very excited about. I'm very excited. Yes, Jaya, she is from Sweden. I know, I'm excited. I'm not even reading the chat. Oh, I like when you guys talk to each other in chat. Obviously, I want you guys to talk to me in chat, but I also like when you guys talk to each other in chat. Because this is a community. Hey, Mustafa. But yeah, so if you're not already subbed to the channel, definitely sub, please, and like the sub. Yes, you can also support this channel by becoming a member on YouTube, a YouTube member. And you can also support the channel by sending super chats during this stream, or and you can also support the channel by becoming a member on Patreon or Ko-Fi. And you can also support my work by donating to my Venmo or Cash App. So anyway, hello, fellow Blakers. Yeah, I don't think we settled on a name yet, but we're still coming up with one. Community to cross other communities like the letter hacks. Yes, yes, we will get there. We will get there. So yes, so thank you everybody who supports this channel. Now let's get into the story that is in the title of this stream, because yes, we're going to talk about it. Yes, we're going to talk about it today at the State Department. So you guys ready for this? Are you ready to watch this? Because it's so embarrassing. Okay. Blakers sound good. Yeah, I actually do like that too. So yes, Brent, we're going to talk about it now. We're going to go over it now, because it was quite something. So for those of you who did not know, let me just set the table a little. For those of you who did not know, today was the last briefing of the State Department. So all of the ghouls and the gargoyles were there to lie. And, Tony Blinken has been on this embarrassing like kick where he keeps posting all this cringe shit on Twitter, being like, thank you so much for the great time in the world. And like, he's getting ratioed every time, as he should. But like literally every time he's like, thank you so much, everybody. It's been great. It's been great. He's like trying to like secure his legacy, trying to like, oh, it's been so great. It's been an honor serving. It's been an honor, everybody, serving as your Secretary of State. And it's being like ratioed to hell with people being like, your legacy's genocide, ho. So yeah. So today was the last one. And they straight up are so-called free press. Because remember, this is America and we have a free country and a free press. Well, during this press briefing, they straight up dragged out dragged out a journalist. And then they kicked Max Blumenthal out too for calling out their genocide. Okay, so that's setting it up. Let's get into it. Let me get the clip. Okay, so let's watch the one with Sam Husseini first. Oh my gosh, it's so embarrassing. Okay, so also for those of you who don't know, Sam Husseini is a Jordanian Palestinian journalist, and he is one of the people that you often see sitting in the State Department press briefing room, being the only one to ask like a decent question.
Returning them to their families, returning to their loved ones. Finally,
get your hands off me.
This morning, I carry in my pocket the names of those who have been arbitrarily detained and unfairly held hostage, unjustly held hostage.
They're literally calling the manager on him.
To their families, returning to their loved ones. Finally,
get your hands off me.
Morning,
get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. Get your hands off me. Answer a damn question. You know about the Hannibal Directive, you know about Israel's nuclear weapons, everybody from the ICJ. I was sitting here quietly, and now I'm being manhandled by 2 or 3 people. You pontificate about a free press. You pontificate about a free press.
Facts.
You are hurting me. You are hurting me. You are hurting me. I'm asking questions after being told by Matt Miller that he will not answer my questions until I ask him questions.
Respect the process.
Wasn't the point of the May 31st statement to block the ICJ orders? You blocked the ICJ orders.
Please, sir, respect the process.
Oh, respect the process. Respect the process.
Respect the process. The fucking nerve.
From Amnesty International. From Amnesty International to the ICJ saying that is both doing genocide and extermination, and you're telling me to respect the process.
I know.
Criminal! Why aren't you in the Hague? Why aren't you in the Hague?
It's amazing.
Why aren't you in the Hague?
True. First of all,
finally, we've worked to modernize our diplomacy so that
lol.
more agile.
Finally, we worked to modernize our diplomacy. Shut the fuck up. First of all, that clip is amazing. It's amazing. And he makes such a good point. He's like, respect the process, bitch. You literally have undermined the rule of law over and over and over and over again. Undermine the rule of law over and over again. And you're really talking about respecting the process. My favorite part of that, obviously, is when he's like, you should be in the Hague. You should be in the Hague. You should be in the Hague. Correct. He should be in the Hague. Also, I like how it's so embarrassing how all the journalists just sit there. You guys are reporters. You guys are journalists. You guys are in the free country, in the free press, and you just sit there? Embarrassing. Thank you for the super sticker, Kalash Mirage. I appreciate you. I wonder what the other journalists were thinking. I would be worried about the free press. Yeah. And that's why it's so cowardly that none of them said anything, aside from Max Blumenthal, which we'll watch in a second. Yes, I know. Count Smirkula's coming up next, because if as we'll point out, guys, when Max Blumenthal is getting carried out, Count Smirkula smirks, and he even calls him out for his smirking. So let's watch that one too, because it's so embarrassing.
I carry in my pocket.
Wait, where'd it go? I thought I retweeted it. Oh, he's live too right now. That's funny. Where? Here we go.
a deal, Tony, and you kept the bombs flowing.
I'm happy to
Why
address
did you
questions when we get a
sacrifice
chance.
the
Thank you.
rules-based order on the mantle of your commitment to Zionism? Why did
Facts.
you allow my friends to be massacred? Why did you allow
I'm
my
happy to
friends' homes in
address,
Gaza to be
questions
destroyed when we had
when
a
we get
deal
questions. Thank
in
you.
May? You helped
No.
destroy our religion,
I'm sorry.
Judaism, by associating
Yeah,
it with
yeah,
fascism.
We'll have the time
You
to take
waved the white
questions.
flag before
We'll have the time to take
Netanyahu.
questions at the end.
You waved the white flag before Israeli fascism.
I look forward to taking
Your
questions when I get a chance
father-in-law
to
was an
finish my
Israel
statement.
lobbyist. Your
Thank you.
grandfather was an Israel lobbyist. Are you compromised by Israel? Why did you allow the Holocaust of our time to happen? How does it feel to have your legacy be genocide? How does it feel to have your legacy be genocide? You too, Matt. You smirk through the whole thing every day. You smirk through a genocide.
Facts.
Thank you.
First of all,
Thank you, Matt. Now, go ahead.
I love that he called out Count Smirkula for his fucking smirking.
Everyone in this
Actually,
room knows we had a deal, Tony, and you kept the bombs flowing.
I'm happy to
Why
address
did you
questions when we get a
sacrifice
chance.
the
there's one from his POV where, oh, here it is, where you can see Count Smirkula at the end. It's so
flowing, and we had a
hilarious.
deal in you smirked your
There
legacy
he
be
is.
genocide. You Holocaust of our time to happen.
Watch, guys.
How does it feel to have your legacy be genocide? How does it feel to have your legacy be genocide? You too, Matt. You smirk through the whole
There he
thing
is,
every day.
smirking.
You smirk through a genocide.
Thank you.
Unreal. Unreal. Hey, someone mentioned Twitch in the other chat, so I came here to say hi. Awesome. I like your avatar. R.I.P. Michael Brooks. Thank you for asking. I make money from YouTube, but not from Twitch. I'm not monetized on Twitch, I don't think. I just put it on there because you can pick up to 3. You can pick up to 3 platforms to like put the stream on. But yeah, YouTube is the only other platform that actually like pays creators. But I still always prefer that like becoming a member definitely helps because they say it helps in the algorithm. But when people like send like this is what I heard. I'm not sure if it's true, but someone said when I was watching a stream yesterday that when people become members on YouTube or send super chats and stuff, that it, especially if they become members, that it helps with the algorithm. Get 'em, Max, which by the way, thank you, Brent, for the super chat. Get 'em, Max. True. Facts. Oh my gosh. I did you talk about the ceasefire? Oh, of course I did. I made a video about it yesterday. Oh, that's so sweet. O'Day just gifted a membership to someone. So somebody who is not currently a member can become a member because O'Day just generously gifted a membership. Yeah, I always appreciate, obviously, especially when people send super chats because it helps a lot and it helps, obviously my channel, it helps support the channel. When people become members, it helps the algorithm. Obviously people sending super chats or super stickers or memberships helps the channel because it helps support what I do. The only thing I always like tell people is if they're sending like a larger amount of money, that it's better to do it through Venmo or Cash App because YouTube does take 30%. Some very kind, generous person sent a super thanks yesterday on one of my videos for like $50, which I think is so incredible and so incredibly generous. But like if somebody's sending me that much money, I'm like, no, send it through Venmo or Cash App because YouTube's going to take 30% of that. Yeah, super chats inspire people to give, which is amazing. But you want the money going straight to you. Yes, which like I said, that's why giving through Venmo or Cash App is great. But I also think it is good to give super chats, not just because it encourages other people to give, but also because it helps the channel. Like that's what I have been told, that like it actually helps the YouTube channel when people give super chats. And it also helps like the stream. So that is the other reason why I would never discourage anybody from giving a super chat. Even if YouTube takes a percentage of it, I still really like and appreciate when people give super chats or super thanks, because it also helps the stream while we're streaming. And O'Day just gifted 5 I Am Blakely memberships, which thank you so much, O'Day. You're amazing. Thank you so much, O'Day. You're amazing. And now 5 people who are in chat who are not currently I Am Blakely members, you can become members now. Yes, exactly. YouTube promotes the channel with the money. So yes, that's why super chats are really good. Even like I said, though YouTube takes some of the money, it's really good for the channel, and it's good for like the stream when we're doing live streams. So yeah, that's why I always encourage people, if you're able, I understand some people are not, to give. And we need more we need more Blakers. Oh, that's so sweet, O'Day. You're so sweet. O'Day's such a kind, wonderful person. Wonderful member, O'Day. Thank you so much for the channel memberships. And like I said, if you are not already a member, there's 6 now for you guys to become members. Good morning in Australia. Hello. Okay, I thought there was like another video that I wanted to show you guys to make fun of about that today. Were there any more? Since we're still already on this. Did he actually answer any questions?
Not always.
Like, that's what I want to know. Did he actually answer any questions? Physically dragging out a reporter from the State Department briefing room while preaching press freedom to the rest of the world is a perfect example of the Biden administration's love affair with double standards and duplicity. Yes, you guys, that is the reason why that is the reason why I was talking about what I was talking about earlier in the stream. You know how like earlier in the stream I was like, we were talking about China, and I was saying what I was saying about everything. I don't want to have to I don't want to repeat myself because it'll be boring and you guys already heard it. But that is the reason why I was saying what I was saying about China, for exactly the reasons why this report, what this reporter pointed out. Alls we do in this country is lecture other people in the world on human rights and press freedom. And then here is our State Department dragging out a reporter from the State Department who is asking a question. Like, this is ridiculous. Debate erupts over Gaza's future governance. Wait a second. This is new. I did not see this. Who is Dr. Miriam Francois?
You're sad you're white.
Israel's sadly in your camp is what I said.
What does that mean?
What
do you mean?
affiliated with your life.
If you're going to toss around skin color, Jives, what do you mean?
Yes. Anyway, your
What do
question
you mean?
was.
He
What do you
gets
mean?
so
November
butthurt.
2024.
What do you mean by your skin
Yoav
color,
Gallant,
Jive?
who was Israel's
Are you saying that because we have white
defense
skin, we
minister.
can't comment on this?
Oh, spare me. This little victim thing you do.
It's not a victim
it's
thing.
Not
I'm
cute.
asking you to
It's just
clarify
exhausting.
exactly what you mean when you say these things.
And I.
Oh my gosh. PC3244. Thank you so much for that incredibly generous super chat. I really appreciate it. This is very kind of you. You didn't leave a comment, otherwise I would definitely read the comment. But thank you so much. As I was just explaining, this really helps support the channel and it helps me continue to be able to do this. So thank you so much. Venom, we have queers in Palestine. Yeah, I know. They act like you guys don't exist. like that there aren't queer people. I literally know queer people in Palestine, okay? Like they act like people exist everywhere. Like queer people are not only here in America, folks. Like, you know, I like how Israel always says that. Oh yeah, try being queer in Palestine. Why don't you try going to Gaza and be queer? Such clowns. Do you guys remember? I'm sorry to get off topic, but do you guys remember that insane cringe? Oh, what was it? It was like Noah Tishby found some like queer Palestinian in living in the Israeli regime to do propaganda for, to be like, look, everyone, you can be queer in Israel, but you can't be in Gaza. Do you guys remember that interview? It was so embarrassing. It was so embarrassing. Yida, thank you so much for the super chat. That is so generous and kind of you. Thank you so much. I love you. Yida is my new friend from Xiaohongshu. I am on Xiaohongshu, which is the little red book in English. And yes, I have been making content on there. So if you don't already follow me on Xiaohongshu, you can. And I have been working to create my content on there and even put my own Mandarin subtitles on there so that it can be more accessible to people. You know, eventually when my channel is bigger and I have more resources, I'm going to try to put my content in different languages and like more subtitles on all of them so other people in different countries can see them easier. I wish I could speak different languages. I wish I could. I was like jealous. I saw somebody on Xiaohongshu be like, oh, I speak 6 languages. I was like, oh, I wish I spoke 6 languages. That would be so. I wish I could speak Arabic. If I could speak Mandarin and Arabic, that would be so based. Okay, but do you guys remember that? I want to find that clip because it's so embarrassing. Noah. Yes. Oh, I'm sorry. He's Yemeni. Yemeni? Sorry, I don't want to say that wrong. Okay, I found it, you guys. Have to make fun of this. This is so cringe. Yeah, obviously, queer people exist in every country. In every country around the world, they always did from the beginning of time. Like, there always have been. They talk about, like, just like in this country, we always had queer people. We always had trans people. It's just that it wasn't legal, so people didn't talk about it. Now it's legal. I like how the Israeli regime, though, always brags about how they have, like, gay rights. Like, oh, we have gay rights here. But, like, gay marriage is not even legal in the Israeli regime. Hold on. Let's see. Okay, does anyone recognize this? Does anyone remember how insanely cringe this is? This propaganda? So just understand that she's doing this propaganda because this is to appeal to us, to the West. She wants us, because the West is a lot more, specifically the United States, a lot more sympathetic to queer people and gender identity and free expression. So this is her using this guy as a prop to be like, look at how, because obviously one of the major criticisms of the Israeli regime is that they are discriminatory. They discriminate against Arab Palestinians. They discriminate against Arabs in general. They discriminate against Armenians. They discriminate against Christians. And of course, they occupy and oppress the Palestinians. So that's a criticism that we all are aware of because it is true. It is true. They are discriminatory. So this is her trying to do propaganda on behalf of the Israeli regime so that we in the West think, oh, they're so inclusive. They're so inclusive.
And college campus demonstrator. And if there is one reel, just one reel that I want every Queers for Palestine and college campus demonstrator and all the encampments.
I'm a Queer for Palestine. What would you like me to know?
To see is this reel. I just sat down with Yemen, who's a 20-year-old Arab Muslim Israeli queer, gay, and amazing. Watch this.
I was born in Nazareth in the north. I'm Arab and I'm Israeli and I'm also gay, so it's kind of nice mix.
Nice, very nice mix. You know, Israel's having a lot of problems right now. People in America on campuses are.
This is amazing. They're just, I like how she's just coming out and calling and basically admitting that she's using him as a prop. Like, she's like, guys, meet my friend Yemen. He is a gay, non-binary, neurodivergent, disabled, Arab, Muslim, Israeli. It's like goes on and on and on and on and on. And then she's like, okay, so you're going to sit here as my prop. And we're going to talk about how like a lot of people are calling us oppressive genociders. So can you tell our very nice American audience that like we're actually really great?
Calling Israel an oppressor.
You are.
White colonialist.
Well, you are.
Cleansing state.
And by the way, just because you have Black and brown people living there doesn't make you any less of a colonial oppressor state. Like, just so that we can be clear about that. Because they always think it's a gotcha when they'll have like a video of like, you know, an Ethiopian Jewish Israeli in an IOF uniform. And they'll be like, see? No, it's not doing what you think it's doing. You guys are still lunatics. You're still a lunatic, fascist, oppressive, racist, anti-Palestinian, anti-Arab state. I don't care that you just decided that you're going to use some Ethiopian people as props. Or this guy is a prop. Because every single person that I've ever talked to that even lives in like mainland Israeli regime, they also are discriminated against. There were people that were in the Israeli regime that got arrested for posting that they stood with the Palestinians. Like what's happening in Gaza, there would be Israelis, like Arabs, Palestinians, because they won't even call them Palestinians. They try to erase their identity. And they would be posting on social media in solidarity with the people in Gaza, and the Israeli regime arrested them. Wait, I thought you guys were a democracy. I thought you were a democracy.
You are an Arab Israeli gay, 20 years old, living in Israel. What do you say?
I just love that she keeps repeating it over and over again to like sell it to us. You are a 20-year-old Arab, Muslim, Israeli, gay, queer. Like she just keeps like repeating it like she's trying to like sell us this product. It's oh, it's so embarrassing.
People outside don't really know what's happening in here. I'm Muslim. I came from a Muslim family. I left my village. I had to leave my village.
Why?
When I couldn't stay there because I can't stay who I am really. Until now, I'm not in connection with my family. When I got out from my village, from my home, Israel helped me.
How?
I got paid money. I got
paid money from the country?
I got help.
Social, you got health
I got
insurance?
helped. I got a place to sleep. I got a social worker to help me.
What would your life be like if you'd be living anywhere else in the Middle East?
Okay, that's enough of that bullshit. First of all, you mean we're doing that because we pay for a lot of their social services. The American taxpayer pays a lot for their social services and their social welfare. That's number one. Number two, I like how she's like, oh, what would your life be like now that you're here if you weren't here free? Well, first of all, he's not really that free because, like, once again, as I mentioned earlier, you are not allowed to get gay married in the Israeli regime. It is not legal there. That's number one. Number two, I like how she's trying to act like that this is somehow unique to Arab areas or to Palestine or to Arab countries. It, like, having your family not accept who you are as a queer person, so you have to leave. That's not unique to Palestine. That's not unique to any Arab state. That literally happens here in the United States still. Why do you think New York and LA are so full of gays and queers? Why do you think that New York City is the home of queer people? We are chock full of queers here in New York City. They are chock full of queers in LA and in California. Why do you think that is? One of the reasons that happened is because tens of thousands of queer and gay people and trans people in other parts of the country fled because their family did not accept them, or their culture in those areas of, like, the Bible Belt did not accept them. So what I'm saying is, she's trying to fear-monger about Arabs and Palestinians being like, oh, look at Yemen. He couldn't be himself in these Arab and Muslim areas. But we have that here. That's not unique to them. We have that all over America, in places like Tennessee, in places like Texas, in places like Missouri, where people cannot be themselves. They are ostracized from their families, from their churches, and from their communities who are raised Christian. And so they move, and they move to New York, and they move to LA and other safe havens for queer people. Why are you trying to make it like, oh, the Arabs? Nah, bitch. This is a universal thing. She's just trying to make them look bad. How do I join as a member? I don't see the join button on the channel page. What? That's crazy. That's crazy. There should be an option on this stream that says join. You're watching on YouTube, right? Yeah, you're watching on YouTube. We are very scary people. But literally, though, they really do. It's so ridiculous. It really is. But that's why I'm talking about it, because I want to break those lies, break that propaganda. And unfortunately, it has worked on America for years. It is working less and less. It's not really working the way it did. Yeah, the join button is missing. What? Oh, somebody just pointed out that that's likely the case if you're on mobile. Wait, but it shouldn't, though. You should be able to join whether you're watching from your phone or your computer. Or I can see it from my desktop. I'm assuming it's on the phone. Yeah, I think if you're on the phone, hold on. I'm going to do an experiment right now. Wait a second. Yeah, this is crazy. What's really weird? I don't understand why that's happening, because somebody became a member today, so they could see it. It must be, maybe it is mobile because I just tried looking on it in my phone and I don't see it either. So I'm going to have to look into that because people should be able to join through their phones. You guys, this is a conspiracy against me. USA is the most undemocratic democracy. Yeah, only second followed by the Israeli regime. This is a conspiracy against me. Maybe it's Hamas. They're already trying to do it, Venom. They're already trying to do it. They're already trying to annex the West Bank and the Gaza Strip. The occupied West Bank, I correct myself. They're already, that's the actually thing that pisses me off is that, yes, Trump is going to try to do that, but like everyone pretends like the Democrats didn't oversee while they're still trying to do that. They're trying to occupy or annex the occupied West Bank now. Why did YouTube not ring the bell? Thank you for liking the stream. It's pissing me off that they're not allowing people to become members through mobile. I love your avatar, by the way. This is discrimination. Okay. This is a conspiracy against me. Wait. Oh, by the way, I know a lot of people went over to the Red Note app. But oh yeah, did you guys know that already Congress is talking about banning our access to Red Note or Little Red Book? They're trying to anti-Blankism discrimination. That's amazing. Somebody just said I can join with my phone. So they're showing you that, but they weren't showing me that because I was watching on a different account. Because I have like multiple YouTube accounts. That is ridiculous. Just click out of YouTube, turn on the screen, turn it off for a second, back and reload. Oh, let me actually try that. It's crazy that it's not doing it for me. Hold on. I'm talking about on mobile, you guys, not on desktop. Because I don't think anybody's had problems on the desktop. Ugh, it's so nauseating to see the way that people have been like rich people and influential people have been snuggling up to Trump. Yeah, this is crazy. Where is the little member button? Where are you guys of those of you who successfully did see it on mobile? Where did you see it? Thank you for liking the stream. Liking the stream does help. The Village People. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why it's not showing up, but that's very annoying and very rageful. It's anti-Blakeism. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know. But it's very rageful and very enraging. Yeah, so our trash Congress is going to try to ban Red Note so that we can't see. You know what I actually loved about Red Note? That was so awesome when I was like scrolling the app. The anti-Blakely lobby at work is that's funny. Is one of the things that I loved when I was on Red Note that I found is there were so many Luigi edits. There were so many Luigi edits. It was amazing. I was very encouraged because, you know, our so-called free country has been cracking down on our speech talking about Luigi and censoring us from talking about Luigi. So to see that the Chinese people were making all these Luigi edits, it felt like they were standing in solidarity with us, standing up for us, you know? It was great. The join button shows up on my phone just right above the report and save buttons. Where? I guess I'm going to have to try to figure this out later. This is so annoying. Yeah, it's not giving me the option. I see what you mean. Who pointed that out? Grapentine. I see what you mean. It's like right at the top of the phone, it'll say like share, report, save, and then it has like but it's not showing up on mine. That's crazy. Unacceptable. This is the anti-Blakely lobby at work. Wait, it has something to do with cell phones because I tried a different show and it didn't show me the join button. Seems crazy because everyone has a cell phone. Yeah, that's crazy. Red Note is the English name us Americans are using for the app. Yes, I think actually directly translate to Little Red Book. But in Mandarin it is Xiaohongshu. 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 I think I saved a video where somebody was explaining how you say it.
Absolutely wild scenes from Anthony Blinken's final press conference with reporters seen here, Sam Husseini being forcibly removed from the briefing room.
So wild.
Here's the video.
About Israel's nuclear weapons, everybody from the ICJ, I was sitting here quietly, and now I'm being manhandled by 2 or 3.
So wild. So wild. Okay, wait, hold on. I think I saved it. Hold on. No! Does anybody know why every single time I try to use TikTok for desktop, it just continues to refresh and refresh and refresh and refresh and refresh and refresh and not allow me to just like stay on the page? Like, why does that keep happening? This is crazy. Stop. They're driving me crazy. Okay, I thought... No. Oh my gosh, why? I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why it does that. Why it won't just stay and work on the desktop. It constantly does this like infuriating refresh. And it only does this on Chrome. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about, but I have loud neighbors, lol. It's not even loud. It's just that we have really thin walls, in New York. Yeah, I saw somebody saying that they're gonna oh, Brave, that's a good idea, Saul. I forgot about Brave. No. How do I get my QR code? Bruh. Okay, like, never fucking mind. I didn't realize this was gonna be, like, a whole thing. This is ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with Chrome, but they, like, suck now. I can't go on. First of all, shit be freezing. Nothing on Google is, like, what you're searching. And then when I try to use TikTok on Chrome, it just, like, refreshes over and over and over again. Like, what are you doing? How much is your rent where you live? I don't want to tell you. You know why? Because it's so expensive. It's depressing, and all of you guys will tell me that I should move, and I'm not going to move. I can't move. Not going to move, can't move. But my rent is outrageous. It is. And they raise it every year. Every time my lease is up, they raise it. And yes, it is outrageous. Rent here is outrageous. But it's not just me. I'm going to bet over 2K easy. You would be correct in that bet, and it is a lot more than that. Yes, correct. But you know what? It's not even just New York anymore. Rent across the country is insane. Apparently, except for in Louisiana, where apparently it's very cheap. It's New York. It's very expensive. Yes, it is. What is the best browser? If not Chrome, if Chrome is dead. It's over 5K here in LA. Yeah, it's insane. It's insane. But I really hate when people say, just move. First of all, moving is incredibly expensive. Who has the money to just get up and move? Second of all, my whole life is here. Like, why would I want, like, why? I am a New Yorker. Why would I want to leave, like, my home? And go where? And go where? Brave or Opera? I've never even heard of Opera. Well, I'm still not going to say exactly how much it is, but you're closer. You are closer, Saul. You are closer. Thankfully, I'm married, so I live with my husband. Otherwise, and our rent is still incredibly expensive, and both of us have to work full time. But thankfully for him, I do have a husband, and I do have somebody helping me. Otherwise, I would be on the street. to avoid having to overthrow the land. Exactly. That's what we need to do. Okay. It's not about just moving. It's about, we need to fight back against these ghouls. Bye, Logan. Thanks for stopping by. Go to Iceland. It's based. That would be awesome. But I'm never like, I see so many people, especially after Trump won, being like, I'm going to move. I'm going to move. It's like, first of all, again, go where? Go where? Moving is incredibly expensive. Second of all, I would love to travel to go to Iceland and live there for like a month, or go to Europe and live there for a couple months. But like permanently? With what, again, with what money? And second of all, like, why? I don't know anywhere else to live. Like, the US is all I've ever known, and it's all a lot of people who live here have ever known, who also don't have the money to move. Also, who says that we're wanted? I love when people are like, I'm moving to Canada. I'm moving to Italy because Trump won. It's like, who says they fucking want us? Ain't nobody want us. People don't like us. Understandably, people do not like us around the world. Every time I'm tempted to simp for you, Blakely, I remember you're married. Figuring out affordable housing stuff sucks. Yeah, and we need to fight. We need to fight back against these ghouls, okay? Because this is what they do. They make living in this place incredibly difficult. Don't even say it, Partisan Squad. I was seriously on Xiaohongshu looking at all their amazing like housing and their transportation and their like restaurants. And I was like, bitch, I am going to move to China. Okay. Get me on a plane. I would love to go to China and visit. Thank you for becoming a member, TDK2FE. Why you guys got to make your handles so complicated? I like when the handles are either your real name or they're funny. But anyway, I love your profile picture though. Your avatar is adorable. That is so cute. I'm a huge dog person myself, okay? But thank you for becoming a member. As I keep saying, your membership helps support this channel. Your YouTube membership helps support this channel. For those of you who are wondering, I'm talking about YouTube because I know that a lot of you are watching from other streams, not on YouTube. But for those of you who are on YouTube, yes, becoming a member helps the channel. So thank you. The theater. Wait, what did theater say? No, I love O'Day. I love your jokes, and I think that you have an amazing sense of humor. I love your sense of humor, and I love joke. We joke here, folks. We tell jokes here. Okay, this is a place where we talk about very serious shit, right? Like we talk about some serious, heavy shit here, but we also make jokes. Okay, we like jokes here. Thank you, Zaid, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Move to Israel. Get a free house and healthcare. Actually, you're right. I should. You know why? Because then I'll actually get the housing and the healthcare for my money. Because it is American taxpayer money that goes there to pay for them bitches' healthcare and housing. I can't get healthcare and free housing here. Here, I can't get it. But I get to pay for theirs. It's actually infuriating. Like, it's actually infuriating. I never understood how people consider their location, their identity. I don't get this. I'm a New Yorker thing. If it's too expensive, moving is just common sense. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you why you're wrong. I bet that you would defend somebody making a location their identity in a country that you like. I bet you would defend it. Like if somebody is like, I would never leave, fill in whatever country you like. If there's a country that you like, that you respect, and somebody made that country their identity and said, this is who I am, this is my country, my people, I bet you would defend that. You'd be like, yeah, of course. But you just don't see it that way when it comes to somewhere like New York, because hashtag America bad and people don't like America. And so people don't see it that way. But New York absolutely is a part of who I am. And like all countries, like all states, like all fucking cities, whatever, communities where people live, they shape you. I have definitely been affected and shaped by living in New York, by becoming a New Yorker. I'm not from New York originally, but I became a New Yorker. And you become a New Yorker by living here for 10 years. That's how it works. Once you live here for 10 years, you are a New Yorker. New Yorker is one of the biggest melting pots in the world. There are people from over 200 countries that call New York home. And again, it's not just about wanting to live here because it's my quote identity. It's also about my life is here. My life is here. New York is where I got sober. It is where my life absolutely changed for the better. It's where I went to church. It's where I made friends. It's where I met my husband. It's where I got my, like, it's not just, oh, I'm a New Yorker and I don't want to leave. It's expensive because my identity's here. It's like, bro, like, where would I go? Why would I move to somewhere like Arkansas? Not only because I wouldn't want to have to deal with somebody like Tom Cotton, although our senators suck too, but also like my whole life is here. Why would I leave my life? I don't know. I don't know anyone in Arkansas. I don't have any family in Arkansas. I don't have any friends in Arkansas. I don't have anything in Arkansas. So why would I leave? It's more than just it being your identity. It's also about like your life. And one of the things that I do love about living in New York is how diverse it is. You tell me another place where people from over 200 countries live. See those journos who didn't defend. I know. They're cowards. They first of all, thank you for the super chat, Perry. Second, yeah, they're absolute cowards. Those who did not stand up for him. Family is absolutely a factor. 100%. 100%. Like, people think like, what, you live in New York, your family, your friends, your spouse, your life, and then they're like your job. I mean, in my case, it's not a job thing, but a lot of people's jobs are here. And then it's like, oh, just move to a different state, move to like Missouri. What the fuck am I going to do with Missouri? Where else can you find a perfect slice of pizza at 4 a.m.? True. Also, where else can you go that people, like I said, from over 200 countries call this place home, where you can walk around and you can get a delicious thing of lamb over rice at 2 a.m. from the Egyptian halal card? Tell me where. And then you can cross the street and go get delicious Indian food from one of their halal cards, or not halal, but one of their cards. And then you can cross the street again and get delicious Greek food. Where? Tell me where. Melvin's looking at me like, yeah, you can't. I'm not liking this hostile attitude, Michael. It's getting a little rude in here. Well, what do you do for a living? This is what I do for a living, Michael. This is what I do. And if you're going to get all fresh, maybe you should become a member. Maybe you should be sending a super chat. Sheesh. Thank you so much, Benny, for the super chat. Unlike Michael, who's getting a tood, but isn't sending super chats. Thank you, Benny. I appreciate you. Come to my gay country, everyone. Pride parades and festivals and drag shows every day, and everything is free, and you can do gay crime and eat hot chips. No bigots allowed. I know. Sounds like a really great time. Based. No, also in my neighborhood alone in Brooklyn, okay, you can go to like a Japanese restaurant, a Vietnamese restaurant, a Thai restaurant, a Korean barbecue, all in the span of like 5 blocks. Tell me where else that happens. Tell me where else you can find that. Watch your tone, Michael. I'm a scary Palestinian. Oh, you guys crack me up. Yeah, gay crime. I don't have mod yet because the channel just isn't big enough to need them. Like, usually if someone's acting a fool, I can kick them out myself. Eventually, like when I do TikTok lives, I have to have a mod because they'll usually fill up with like a ton of people, and then a bunch of Zionists will come into my lives on TikTok. And so usually I need a moderator for that. But I don't really think I need a moderator yet for YouTube because my channel is still small enough and my lives are still small enough on YouTube where I don't. But I eventually will. I know I eventually will because the channel will grow. Subscribe if you haven't already. We have fun here, and we talk about serious shit, but we also have fun, okay? Okay. All right, well... Wait, who has good smoked meat? Oh, Montreal does? Yes, yes, yes. This is what needs to happen. I don't need it now, not yet, but when I need a moderator, it's going to be O'Day. It's going to be O'Day. Yes, yes, it's happening. I think I'll call my country Gaytopia. All day, O'Day. Yes, all day, O'Day. All day, O'Day. All day, O'Day. I second O'Day as mod. Yes. O'Day will obey. Why are you guys... Wait, no. I ran away from home from Las Vegas. Nice. Okay, this is the one I meant to click on, though. In any big city, Russia, China, Japan, you can find all sorts of cuisine. Nothing special about NYC. Why are you guys hating? Why are you guys being haters? There are just a few things that I do not like. And one of them is people trashing my home. Okay, why are you guys being haters? New York is the greatest. Leave New York alone. Oh, thank you, O'Day, for the super sticker. Thank you for the super sticker, O'Day. I want to go to Palestine so bad. I want to go so bad. I want to go. But I'm not going to lie, though. I am also scared to go because I know that the IOF knows who I am. They hate me. The Zionists, the IOF, they know me. They know me, and they do not like me. Hopefully I Oh my gosh, speaking of insane things, did you guys see my video? If you didn't see the video I made, I can show you the tweet of Israelis calling Donald Trump Hamas because of the talks of the ceasefire deal. A bunch of Israelis were protesting today against the ceasefire deal, like whining and crying over it, which what happened to we care about the hostages. I thought you guys wanted the hostages back. Why are you protesting the hostage deal? I thought you wanted it. What happened to the hostages? You guys don't care now? But also, they literally, the Israelis, made a meme of Donald Trump in a Hamas headband. And in their chat, in their WhatsApp groups, were calling him Hamas. Oh, Day, don't play. No, it's actually insane. For most of us who live in other places, New York feels incredibly smug. No, it's not. New York is awesome. New York is awesome. You probably just think that because the right wing is always attacking New York. There was a coastal elites. We're real Americans. We're real America. We're living in Texas. We're not like you elites on the coast. No, New York is awesome. Most people who live in New York are working class people. They're people who work regular jobs. And yes, there's a lot of like, you know, there are a lot of like rich and elite people in New York. There's also a lot of poor people in New York, a lot of working class people in New York, a lot of foreign people in New York. And here's what I'll say about all you haters who are like, you can go to any country, city, and they've got cuisine. You know what I can tell you not every country has? Our diversity. It's not just the food, friend. It's the diversity of our people, okay? We have so many different kinds of people that live here. So many. From, like I said, over 200 countries of people who live in New York City alone. I have Asian friends. I have friends from Africa. I have friends from all over Europe, okay? Russia and Eastern Europe to fucking Germany and fucking all kinds of different people. People all over from the Middle East, from people in Egypt and people in Lebanon. You tell me another country. There are amazing people here from China, from South Korea. You tell me another country that has a diverse population. Because you haters were like, oh, you're just like, you guys think you're great because of your food. No, the people in New York are amazing. There are people from all over the world. I know Iranian people who live here. Okay. You tell me another country that has as diverse of people as we do here in New York. Yeah, there's a lot of like right-wing propaganda against New York, being like, New York is this, New York is that, New York is elite, New York is gay. Well, I guess the gay part is true. We are very gay. You should see Pride here in New York. Pride Month in New York is cray. Ugh, the Indian food here is delicious. I love the Indian food here. Yes, O'Day. Yes, O'Day don't play. O'Day, come to New York. Come to New York. As long as I don't know if you drink. I don't. So we wouldn't be going to bars. But we'd be going to a lot of restaurants and museums. New York is awesome. New York even has a little mini Palestine. In Bay Ridge, there is New Jersey actually has a lot of Palestinians. But New York, in New York, Bay Ridge, an area of Brooklyn, has a lot of Palestinians and Palestinian restaurants, Palestinian coffee shops. What do you think about the idea of abolishing borders? I know that this is a huge thing for the left. This is like a big thing. I've heard a lot of people say this, like abolish borders, like abolish nation states. And I get it. I get why people say it. I honestly, if you want my real honest opinion, I know this is going to upset some of my fellow lefties. I know it's going to upset my friends over in the communist left and in the socialist left. I just think it's a kind of a little bit not important to talk about that much because I don't think it's going to happen. People care a lot about their national identities and nation states. As we were just talking about earlier, people get very serious about nation states, their borders, their national identity. I don't see that happening anytime soon. I mean, if it happened and we lived in like a stateless society where everybody can move freely, that would be based. Yeah, everybody can move freely. Everybody can go wherever they want. Awesome. I just don't see that happening as we're currently involved in like 6 different wars over things like borders and nation states. And I don't think that it's always a waste of time for people to talk about who are like philosophers, you know, like people who are, you know, thinkers, you know, Marxist thinkers and people who, you know, their jobs are they're academics and they do a lot of this kind of thinking about the new world that we could have. And they think about these long-term solutions. I'm not poo-pooing that. I'm not putting that down. I think that's great. We need those people. We need those visionary thinking people that think about the world as it could be. I'm just saying for me, I don't really have that much interest in sitting around pontificating about a borderless society when right now, like, not only is that not even close to happening, like, think about the genocide in Gaza right now. What is that genocide over? Land. They want land. They want borders. They want Palestinian land for their nation state. I mean, before, all I'm saying is, to me, I don't focus on it because I think it's really getting ahead of ourselves. Like, why don't we stop the land wars and the genocide before we start talking about open borders? You know what I mean? Like, same thing in Ukraine. What is the war in Ukraine over? It's over land and borders and nation states. So, yeah, to me, we need to not be putting the cart before the horse right now. Let's like pump the brakes on killing people for their land before we start talking about open borders. You know what I mean? Oh, are you guys talking without me? Talking in Arabic without me? What do you guys say? Are you making fun of me? I want to know what you guys are saying. Somebody who speaks Arabic, tell me. Exactly. And somebody who is Indigenous can correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't really know that many Indigenous people that want to live in a stateless society or a borderless society. A lot of Indigenous people want their land. They want their sovereignty. What do you say to people who keep saying, but there never was a Palestinian state? Well, they're liars and they're genocidal lunatics and Nazis. That's what Nazis say. And lunatics. It is a fact that there was a Palestinian state. I don't give a shit that it was under the British mandate. There's always been a Palestine. Okay? Jesus was born in Palestine thousands of years ago. Jesus was born in Bethlehem thousands of years ago. And people who say that are just genocidal because they're trying to erase the Palestinian identity so that they can steal their shit. That's what this is about. It's what it's always been about. It's always what it's been about. In order to steal someone's shit, you have to erase their identity. It's the same thing that the people in Russia are fighting over. Are the people in Ukraine really Russian? Are they Ukrainian? Like, the reason why the Israelis who say that, or people, Zionists in general, who say that, oh, Palestine never existed, is because in order to genocide someone, it is a main characteristic of genocide that in order to do that, you need to erase their identity. You erase their culture, you erase their language, you erase their national identity so that you can steal all their shit and call it yours. It's what the UK did to Ireland by taking away their language. They made it illegal for Irish people to speak Gaelic, and they made them go to schools and try to, like, didn't want them learning their language because they wanted to erase the Irish identity. But they say it was actually Judea. Okay, but Judea was in Palestine. That's the point. It's for oil, but it's also for just their land too. They want their land. And the Christian Zionists defend it because the Christian Zionists are crazy people who think that if they do that, then it's going to usher in the rapture. Exactly. That there's always been wars over land, people getting conquered, genocides, and all this other, things that have always happened throughout human history all over the globe. But that doesn't change the fact that Palestinians always existed and they were always there. You'd actually be surprised to learn that there actually is oil in Gaza. There is oil in Gaza. Yeah, and again, people are fighting. Palestinians, it's the same. When you see Israelis be like, Jews were always there. We always existed. Like, yeah, no one argues with that. There were always Jewish people in Palestine. Jews have always existed. Yeah. Just like there's always been Palestinians. What's the problem, Donna? No, there is oil in Gaza. I am telling you. Natural gas? Wait, hold on. I really gotta pee. There's like a really long thread about the oil and gas in Palestine in Reddit, the Israel-Palestine Reddit. Okay, no. Exactly. Arabs and Jews lived on that land for thousands of years peacefully. And then the Israeli regime decided that they wanted to take it and take the rest of it. I mean, there's literally documentation of Jewish survivors of the Holocaust arriving in Palestine with signs saying things like, don't ruin our dreams, like, don't, crush our dreams, please let us in, like refugees. There is a good chance that we are the descendants of original Jews who converted to Christianity and then Islam. Exactly. All the people like O'Day and everybody in Gaza, first of all, Christianity, Judaism, Christianity, and Christianity obviously did not exist until after Jesus. But yeah, it's about the people, whatever religion you want to call it, whether it was people back then who may have been Jewish or people that were Christian or people who were eventually Muslim. The fact of the matter is, the Palestinians are the indigenous people of that land. They're the ones who are tied back. Their genetics are tied back thousands of years to this land. That's why we say Jesus was Palestinian. And thank you, O'Day, for the super chat. Exactly. That's why they don't allow DNA testing there, because they do not want to see the results. Okay? They do not want to see the results. Because if it comes out that a lot of them, that basically most of them are that a lot of them especially the white, or I shouldn't even say especially, the ones that are white Israelis, they're European genetically. When you see on a DNA test Ashkenazi Jew, that is European, a person of European Jewish descent. So yeah, that's why they don't want DNA testing there, because that would be awkward. That would be awkward. I did a DNA test. I'm gonna actually just take my computer, because my dog is screeching again. He wants to go outside. So I'll do this as I wrap this up. Hopefully I don't lose service as I'm trying to go to let my dog out. Let's see here. I think that my dogs sometimes pretend to have to go to the bathroom so that I'll give them treats, because I always give them treats when they go to the bathroom. I think it's a grift. I'll just sit here. Zaid, thank you so much for the super chat, Zaid. They will never be able to defeat nor erase Palestinians. Those people can't be defeated. Thus, anti-Zionist Jews consider themselves as Palestinians. It is true that they cannot be defeated. You will not defeat the Palestinians. They were coping so hard because yesterday, a lot of us were sharing those videos of Palestinians celebrating and being like, nice try, but you will not ever erase the Palestinians or defeat the resistance. They're so dumb that they were crying. I put this in my other video too, the one I was telling you guys about, where they were like, bah, Hamas, Trump is Hamas. They were crying that there were Hamas militants in Han Yunis. And they're like, wait, there's still Hamas? Yeah, there is. Some of us already told you from day one that you were never, ever, ever going to get rid of Hamas, because you cannot kill a resistance group. You cannot kill an ideological movement. That's not how this works. You may be able to kill some of the people, but you know what's happened? They've gotten new recruits. So how'd that work? My dog is barking now to come back in. Come on now. What are you? My little hand, my little big hand, sugar. Yeah, exactly. No, I'm being 100% acknowledged. Hamas has recruited just as many people as they had since before October 7th. Yeah, and anybody with even a little bit of a brain, like just a few brain cells, could have told you that. Because if you thought that you were going to murder people's families and then there weren't going to be men that were like, yeah, of course we're going to resist. Like, it's never not going to happen. You are never going to get rid of the resistance, ever. It's going to continue until the occupation is ended. Never, 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 never. Y'all some funny motherfuckers in chat. Yes, that's what we like. That's what we like here, okay? Like I said, we like jokes here. We like comedy here. We like appreciation of humor here. We like jokes. Wait. I will never forget the recording of Hind Rajab saying that she was afraid of the dark. Yeah. Yeah. I think that that's what these people don't realize is that, like, the genocide in Gaza has changed a lot of us permanently. Like, our brain chemistry is what I'm saying. Because I see a lot of people being like, oh, well, Palestine is a fad and these people just support Palestine because it's a fad and blah, 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 blah. It's like, no, you're not getting it. It's not a fad for those of us who support Palestine. Like, what has happened and what we've seen happen to the Palestinians, the genocide that we have seen and witnessed in 4K has changed many of us. It has changed me 100%. And I know I'm not the only one. I know that there are many people that feel that way. What would you do if a two-state solution was announced tomorrow? I would say it is up to the Palestinians to decide their future, not me. Not me. I am going to support whatever the Palestinians want because it is up to and should be up to the people of Palestine, the people of Gaza, to have autonomy over themselves, autonomy over their own country, and autonomy over what they want to do going forward. So my answer is I will support and get behind anything that the Palestinian people want. They support Palestine because they want Trump to win. Yeah, I know. I forgot about that one. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I've got those motherfuckers down. I am not forgetting of the motherfuckers that did that. All the Democratic operatives and fucking losers that attacked us and attacked us and attacked us and accused us of defending Palestine because we wanted Trump to win. Like, absolutely deranged. I'm not forgetting about those hoes. Yeah, I know, Grape. I can't imagine that either. There are so many stories that I've seen come out of Gaza that there's no way that if you have a heart and an actual pulse in your body, There is no way that you can watch what has happened in Gaza and not be changed by it. No way. No fucking way. If the world doesn't end because of either a nuclear war started by some idiot or climate change doesn't kill us all first, if there is a future in which history is studied, people will be horrified that a genocide happened live streamed and the world allowed it to. Yes, sovereignty means letting the people make their own decisions. Exactly. Exactly. It is not up to America. It is not up to us in the West. It is not up to the Israelis. It is not up to any of those people to decide what is best for the Palestinians. The Palestinians are fucking human beings with dignity and with the right to life. I know it's an American saying, but to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, that should be the right of all people. And they have a right to sovereignty and self-determination in their own country. I live in a place where everyone is a Christian Zionist. Yeah, because the thing is that I bet you if you ask them, none of them fucking know anything. They don't know anything. They don't know how Christians are treated in the Israeli regime. The reason why they're Christian Zionists is because that's what their church told them. They don't know anything about it. They really don't. Unfortunately, that shit has gotten all throughout the church and people are brainwashed by it. But that's why I'm here. I'm here to help dismantle that horse shit because that's bullshit. That is bullshit. I am a Christian. I am a Christian. Christian Zionism is fucking sick. And it is in way too many churches. It is poisoned way too many churches. And people like me are going to be here screaming about it and how evil it is and how anybody who actually really is a Christian should reject Christian Zionism. It's just the beginning, Benny. It's just the beginning. Didn't realize you're sharing. Yes, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Yes. Everybody become a member. Also, just like also how I was telling you guys that it helps a lot when you guys become members on YouTube, when you guys do super chats and stuff, super stickers, it helps the channel. Also, so does watching my videos on YouTube. Like, even if you just watch it in the background, just let it play. Like my short videos, I post like upload short videos and stuff too in between streaming. But when I post those videos that are shorter, I was told that people who already sub to you should watch the videos because YouTube looks at that metric. Like YouTube will look at, are the people who are sub to your channel watching your videos? So even if you just put it on your phone, and let it play in the background, yeah, that helps too. It brings back memories of the preacher when I was a kid, basically turning his sermons into Republican speeches. Yeah, and they still do it. It's sickening. It's sickening. They use it as political propaganda. I talk about this often, and we can talk about it more if you guys are interested. I don't even know if you guys are interested in this topic. But something that really upsets me, and I could go on forever about, is how Christianity was basically turned into Republican, capitalist, Zionist propaganda in America. Like how what Christianity is has been so bastardized in America to be completely disconnected from what Christianity is. Like it's just Zionism, capitalism, and Republican politics. Yes, that is true, Theater. It is. Commenting on the videos definitely helps engage the algorithm. It's like all of basically what it is like engagement. Yeah, it's like commenting on the videos, liking the videos, but also watching the videos because they look at watch time and they look at how many of your subscribers are actually watching your videos. Because what they don't want, which I guess I understand, I never thought about it before. I guess what they don't want is they don't want ghost subscribers, if that makes sense. Like, I guess there are channels that are really big, like millions of subs, that they said people don't watch. Like, they've got like ghost subscribers, like where you look at their channel and they have like 3 million subs, but their channel views are like 10,000 or something like that. Like, that's how somebody was explaining it to me, that like if you have a channel that has like a ton of subs, but none of your subscribers, none of your followers are watching your videos, they're not watching them through, because like I said, YouTube looks at watch time. They're not engaging with your videos. They're not commenting on your videos. Then they become what's known as ghost subscribers. And they said that hurts your channel. So that's why I say, that, yeah, all those things help a lot. Joining the live streams help a lot. Super chats and becoming channel members. But then, like, as far as not being on a live stream, like, yeah, commenting and watching the videos on the channel as a subscriber helps it, because it tells YouTube that you guys are engaged in this community. It's not like, it tells YouTube, I guess, that you guys are engaged with me. You're not ghost subscribers, which I don't believe in, because like I said, that really hurts your channel. I know that there are people that advertise like buying YouTube subs or, you know, buying like views and all that. Like, no one should ever do that, because if you do that, you have to have organic growth, because then if you do that, like YouTube will actually like penalize you for that. Yes, Al Jazeera's documentary Praying for Armageddon. Yes, yes, people should watch that. No, I don't. Jory Micah. Is he on Twitter? Jory. Yes, that's who I need in my life. Jory Micah, somebody who is a Christian anti-Zionist. I fuck with that. Oh, it's a woman. Sorry. I'm such a sexist. I'm such a misogynist. I always assume everybody is a man. Like, that's my default. Sorry. Again, it's all that internalized misogyny. I'm just like, of course it's a guy. One of my favorite accounts on Twitter is the Z Squirrel. Absolutely favorite account. Oh my gosh, I love Z Squirrel. And I found out randomly one day, like 2 years ago, that Z Squirrel is a woman. Now, we don't know who Z Squirrel is. We don't know their identity. We don't know like what her name is, what she does. But two things that people have deduced from following Squirrel is that Squirrel is a woman and Squirrel is from the UK. That's what we think. We think we know about Squirrel. And that cracked me up when I found that up, because I was like, oh my gosh, it is my internalized misogyny. I just assumed that because Squirrel is so like funny and smart and well-read and good, I was like, no, Squirrel's a guy. So bad. All right, guys. My entire family are Christian Zionists. They are, oh gosh, I'm sorry. That's very upsetting. Cheering every time these move to their homeland. Yeah. All the children and women that are being killed are human shields, of course, put there by Hamas. Yeah, that's how they always excuse it every single time. First of all, every accusation is a confession, because the IOF uses Palestinians as human shields. But yes, I've seen Christian Zionists use that as an excuse too, because they get uncomfortable with all the mass slaughter that's happening in Palestine. So they just go, Oh, yes, it's really sad that that's happening, but it's not the Israeli regime's fault. It's Hamas's fault. They're using them as human shields. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. And it's like a lot of these morons don't even know that that Christians are treated so badly in the Israeli regime. I do too, Henry. I love when Z Squirrel gets really mad. Yes. Yes. Angry squirrel, fed up squirrel is the best squirrel. I love fed up squirrel when squirrel's done. And I think that's actually how I realized that Squirrel was from the UK, was that Squirrel is always calling everybody a cunt, which I love. And and that's how I found out that Squirrel was from the UK. But and that I love that word, but because of the context in America, like it's not used the same way in America as it is in the UK. Like the UK, they use it very loosely. It's very like just like joking and kind of that kind of thing. It's very different the way that it's used here. It's used here usually in a very misogynistic context. So that's why I actually love using that word, but I like to use it on men, on cis men. No, Michael, I have not. I've not had the displeasure of having to deal with a Christian, fanatical, Zionist, anarcho-capitalist, thankfully. Okay, our country is such a joke and such an oligarchy at this point and so corrupt that they're like going to have Jeff Bezos, Elon Musk, and Mark Zuckerberg all probably sitting by each other at the inauguration to marvel over their purchase, because they purchased the president of the United States, just like everyone is purchased in our country. And they're going to be able to sit there like the rubber barons that they are and marvel at their purchase. It's disgusting. All right, guys, I got to wrap this up because I was actually going to wrap it up a half an hour ago, but I stayed because I was having fun with you guys. Because again, if you're not already subbed to this channel, you should be, because my community is fucking awesome. Okay. The Blaker, wait, what was the thing? Blaker? Is that what O'Day was saying? The Blaker community here, okay, is amazing. We have fun here. We are just join. If you're not already joined and subscribe to this channel, you should be, because the community here is based. The community here is based. So subscribe if you're already not. I want to give a special shout out to my future moderator, O'Day. Know that, O'Day, you are in our prayers. I am praying for you. O'Day is Palestinian, for those who don't know, and he lives in the occupied West Bank. And he was terrorized and arrested and tortured by the Israeli regime, who are now demanding that he pay $6,000 by the end of February should he want to stay out of prison, because they're scammers over there. So, yes, keep O'Day in your prayers. I'm keeping O'Day in my prayers as well, my future mod. I want to also thank every single person in this stream who gave a super chat. Thank you guys so much. Once again, it is because of you that I'm even able to do this, that I can have this channel, that I can stream, that I am able to have this community with you guys. It is because you guys are there to support my channel with things like memberships and super chats and super stickers, and in any other way. Or if you are members on Ko-Fi or members on Patreon, or just donate to my Venmo or Cash App, like anything. You guys are the reason why I'm able to do this, and I love you so much. And even if you can't afford to support the channel financially, once again, sub, because subbing is free and this community is awesome. Before you go, remember that I'm going to put up a poll in the community tab of this YouTube channel. All right. When you go to YouTube on my channel, go to the community tab and you'll see I'm going to put up another poll on what time I should do the stream on Sunday and Thursday, because I want to know what time is better. You guys already voted on the days. It's Thursday and Sunday. So now we need to get the times. And then we'll go to Betty's Gay Planet. Thank you so much, Haddin. Thank you so much for the super chat. Haddin. Sorry if I messed up your name. Thank you. I appreciate you. All right, I love you guys. Free Palestine. All eyes on Palestine. We know that they are going to do chicanery around the ceasefire, okay? We know that. We knew it. We knew they were going to. Keep your eye on Palestine. Continue to call your senators. I know that they're hacks, but, you know, it's still good to harass them. And thank you guys so much, all of you. I love you all. Free Palestine, and I will see you guys on Sunday. I will see you on Sunday. For now, I'm going to say 2. I'll say 2 p.m. EST. But I'll put the polls out there. All right. Love you guys.